Last year was a very difficult time for my business and I got close to just giving up entirely. Thankfully, I also did something well. I realized that I couldn't get over this hump on my own, and so I invested into coaching classes until one thing really turned it around for me. I also paid $3,000 for mastermind coaching. And before I could even join the mastermind group, I had to have a one-on-one call with the coach, and he gave me an old book which was first written in 1986. My coach told me that I have to read this book and write a report on it. And this little book, it turned my life around and it catapulted my business forward. In this video, I want to share with you my most important lessons from reading this book. And if you're interested in my full book report that I had to write, I have already shared that on my blog, creategrowprofit.com. I will link to this book report in the description below this video. Personally, I am convinced that anyone can achieve anything they want in life if they truly understand what this book teaches and implement it. Out of curiosity, I went on Amazon to read some of the one-star reviews of this book, and it blew my mind how stubborn some people can be. I think that it's just a reality of life that even if you give someone all the information that they need, most people will still stick to their excuses to avoid making any change in their life. So for this video, I invite you to keep an open mind for what I'm about to share with you. If you are ready for change, this will help you. So what's this little old book that essentially cost me $3,000 just so I could learn that it even exists? It is called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, written by Shad Helmstetter. Back in his time, Shad Helmstetter was an avid consumer of self-help information and courses. He has made a discovery that really bothered him. He said that although the techniques and the strategies were absolutely amazing, only very few people could stick with them long enough to ever see real change in their lives. That's why he began to investigate this question, and it ultimately led him to the domain of self-talk. Self-talk is more than just positive thinking. Self-talk is also more than repeating affirmations. Self-talk is quite literally about what it is that you say to yourself day in and day out, consciously and subconsciously, with your words and with your reactions. Have you ever wondered why it is that we don't do what we're supposed to do, even if we are fully aware that it will be beneficial to us? If we take a second to think about it, we start to see this pattern every day. We don't eat what's best for us. We don't exercise enough, or we don't exercise at all. We don't sleep enough, and we rather learn about business instead of putting in the hard work. And at the end of every day, we know there are plenty of things that we should have done that would have been better for us, but we just didn't do them. And I think that most of us accept this internal conflict as inevitable. It's just part of life, and it's just how humans are. But if we step back and look at the reality of things, then we notice that not all humans are like that. There are a few, maybe 1 to 2%, who do what they should be doing, and they are the ones who achieve bigger things in life, feel more fulfilled, and stand out as role models. What are they doing differently? At this point, you can probably guess that this is about self-talk, and you're right, they have a better self-talk. For the longest time, the book The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson was my all-time favorite book. That was because it perfectly described what I knew was the most important aspect of success. It's the things we do every day. But there was always an issue. I know what I have to do, but why am I not doing it? Today I can tell you why. Because it doesn't feel good. Eating healthy feels boring. Even just the thought of running or going to the gym is annoying. And working hard doesn't feel inspiring. Let's take right this moment as an example. What are you supposed to be doing right in this moment? Have you exercised yet today? Have you read 10 pages of a book yet? Have you completed all your tasks? Don't judge yourself. Notice how you avoid doing it because it simply doesn't feel exciting to do. Of course, ultimately, all our success depends on our actions. We have to do something so we can reach our goals. We all know that. But what we don't know about ourselves is why we don't do it. Dr. Helmstetter really opened my eyes in his book, and he perfectly explained the process behind our actions. And it all relates to our self-talk. Everything we do, every single one of our actions, it is entirely influenced by our emotions. In simple terms, we do what makes us feel good, and we avoid what doesn't make us feel good. But where do these feelings come from? Imagine if you could control all your feelings, then you could have fun doing even the most boring tasks. According to Dr. Helmstetter, the author of the book, your feelings come from your attitudes. Dedicated marathon runners, for example, they get up every day and they go running, and they do this because they are excited about running. You might hate running, but think about it. There are people who love running. What it really boils down to is their attitude towards running. All your feelings, positive or negative, can be traced back to your attitudes towards that action. With a positive attitude, you will also start to develop positive feelings towards that one thing. And where does your attitude come from? Your attitude comes from your beliefs. These are your deep-wired beliefs that you've learned from your family, culture, education, religion, work, and your social circles. As we grow up, we are indoctrinated with many beliefs from our environment. And finally, your beliefs are enforced by your daily self-talk. Whatever you tell yourself is what you believe. And this is really crucial. Whatever you tell yourself is what you believe. Your self-talk keeps your beliefs alive, and the words that you tell yourself literally program your beliefs and attitudes. And that's why forcing yourself to do something never works long-term. Because as long as you keep your old and negative beliefs and attitudes, nothing will change. This right here is the big message I want you to take home from this video. Your self-talk programs your beliefs. What you believe about something determines your attitude towards it. Your attitude determines the feelings that you have for it, and your feelings determine whether you will take action or not. Now, changing your beliefs and attitudes towards something isn't an easy task. According to this book, there is only one way to do it: by intentionally changing your self-talk. And we can't take this lightly. You have to change word for word the things that you tell yourself. Anything that you say to yourself that doesn't help you achieve your goals, replace it with a better version. For example, something that I was always struggling with was completing my daily to-do list. Since I've started working with my coach and with this book, every morning I tell myself, I have a precise plan to get the most out of my time and my effort. I follow my plan and I reach my goals. I also repeat this sentence every time I start to fall behind with my daily to-do list. I've been doing this for many weeks now, and change is slow, but there is change. I'm starting to feel more excited towards my to-do list, excited to complete it by the end of the day, which means my attitude has started to change and I'm starting to experience more positive feelings. I don't have to force myself or convince myself to do my tasks. With more positive feelings, taking action has become easier, and it is one of the main reasons why my new business is doing so much better now. This is just one example, and if you want me to make a separate video with more examples, please let me know in the comments below this video. I am now looking for people who want to change their self-talk, improve their attitudes, and achieve their goals. If that's you, go to creategrowprofit.com right now and schedule a free call with me. Together, we identify one area in your life where we can improve your self-talk. I think that if you understood the message of this video, then you will see how valuable this is. So go to creategrowprofit.com and let's have a chat about your current situation. If you've watched until now, I really applaud you for keeping an open mind. Also, feel free to rewatch this video to really let the message sink in. And if you want to read my full book report, then you will find the link to my blog post in the description below this video. What was your biggest takeaway from this video? Please type your answer in the comments below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. My name is Morris, and I will see you in the next video.